the people here today have no idea that they will probably never in their lifetime ever again see so many Alvises in one location. The Alvis company was started by a gentleman called T.G. John. In 1920, he purchased a business and a bunch of buildings in Coventry from the Holly brothers. You're probably familiar with that name with the Holly carburetors. So he bought their business and the building. He really didn't know what he was going to do with his business. It soon dawned on him that First World War England needed an economical form of transportation. So he designed and built a small scooter. So that was really the beginning of the Alvis company. Actually, in those days, it didn't become called the Alvis Motor Car Company until 1923. In 1923, they sold their first automobile, and they had quite a successful racing career at Brooklands. The Alvis was it was kind of always a bit of an upmarket car. It catered to the Lagonda, Aston Martin, Bentley type of clientele. Beautifully engineered, not terribly cheap. So in the 30s, the company really took off with examples like we have behind us. Then in the 50s and the 60s, they built beautiful sort of saloons and sedans like that. Once again, they were a little bit expensive, so that was part of the problem where they didn't sell extremely well, but they were never meant to. They were built on a small scale. Then in the 60s, they came out with the TD series, the TD21, and they went to the TE and the TF, and it all basically came to a halt in 1967. In 1965, they were taken over and became part of the Rover Group. And then in 1967, with the British Leyland Empire, they kind of got gobbled up in that, and that was the end of Alvis. And the Queen used to drive one of these before she got married. And while she was dating Prince Philip, allegedly, Philip took the car out one evening and rolled it, and it became a total loss. And they built her a replacement vehicle, and the windshield is 3 inches taller than the standard car to accommodate his height, and so that he could wear a hat in the car. It also was one of the first cars in England to have a radio telephone. The whole trunk was consumed by this radio telephone. So I took it upon myself one day. I was sitting at my desk, had nothing to do, so I wrote a letter to the Queen asking her if this was actually true. And lo and behold, within 2 weeks I had a reply from Windsor Castle with a stamp on the back of the envelope saying that indeed, yes, the Queen still has her TD21. It's in the museum at Sandringham, where they keep the royal motor cars in a museum. But she has no recollection of Philip taking her car out and wrecking it.